why most speech programs do not work. Okay? This is why when most people join speech programs, they feel good a month after. They feel good 2 months after. 3 months? Yeah, maybe. All right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months when when consistency comes to action, guess what? They fail. And why? Why do people relapse again? Why do they go back to the old habits? And why does speech programs not work? All right, there's two main reasons, and this video is for you if you have been looking to join a speech program, you don't know which one to join. I'm gonna give you two main reasons why speech programs don't work. So if the main focus of the program is one of these two ways, avoid it. All right, avoid it. It will not work. One, a speech program will not work if it's based around fluency techniques. Speech fluency techniques. If the main focus of the program is based around speech fluency techniques, it will not work. And why? Is because you are not addressing the root issue. And not only are you not addressing the root issue, it's amplifying the root issue, and it's making the root issue worse. And how this is possible is because every time you use a speech fluency technique to not stutter, you are adding to the fear of stuttering. And what's the number one issue? What's the number one problem you may have right now? I'm guessing in top 3, it is to fear stuttering. You just want to be authentic. You just want to express yourself how you want. You don't want to have to fear stuttering. You don't want to have to always think about it. You don't want to let it control your life. But guess what? Every time you use a speech fluency technique to cover up your stutter, you're subconsciously saying to your brain and to your stutter that I don't want to stutter. So, fear. Why don't you want to stutter? Why don't you want to stutter? It's because of fear, all right? So every time you do that, you're adding to the fear of stuttering. So the thought of stuttering is still going to be playing in your head over and over again. You won't get rid of the pain why you went on this program in the first reason. The pain will still be there. You'll still be constantly obliterated with these thoughts of don't go into this conversation because you stutter. Don't go into this interaction because you might stutter, because you will still fear your stutter. All right? And I said yes, you can have a couple speech fluency techniques, but none is the best. No speech fluency techniques are the best, all right? So if the program is based around speech fluency techniques, it will not work because it does not address the root problem. Let me give you two options here, all right? One option, you can talk fluently for the rest of your life, but you have to talk like this for the rest of your life. Or you can still stutter a little bit. Oh, that fly just attacked me. Oh, you can still stutter a little bit, but it doesn't affect you anymore. Let's say you don't get pain from stuttering anymore. You don't avoid situations anymore. In fact, if you stutter in a situation, it makes you feel better. Why? Because you don't fear it. Because you know you have to stutter. Because you know your stutter is not lying to you. Because you know your stutter is an indicator. Because you know you can learn so much from your stutter if you listen to it. If you stutter in interaction, you can look back and say, why? Is it because my self-esteem is too low? Is it because I'm trying to be cool? Is it because I'm trying to be someone I'm not? Why? And you self-develop and you self-develop and you learn to love your stutter and you learn to listen to your stutter, and you only become a greater and greater version of you every day if you listen to your stutter and you stutter in public. Which two options are you gonna pick? You going, and now I'm not trying to mock, but that's just the way most speech programs go. Heavy on the fluency techniques, and they don't address the root problem. All right, so number one way to avoid a speech course is if it's heavy on the speech fluency techniques, because you will not overcome your stutter, because you will never address the root problem. And number two, the second thing to avoid is if it's short. There's a bunch of programs out there, fucking 3 days, 100% fluency guaranteed. 3 days, you will overcome your stutter. And what do they teach you? They obviously have to teach you speech fluency techniques again, but I'm not going to talk on that again. Let's go on different subjects. The reason why 3 days, a week, 2 weeks do not work is the same reason why alcoholics cannot become non-alcoholics in 3 days or in 1 week or 2 weeks. Why? Because it doesn't work like that. Why are you an alcoholic in the first place? Is it just simply because you drink alcohol? Is that how you stop? You just cut out the alcohol. You're no longer an alcoholic. No, you're always going to be craving that alcohol. Look at the underlying reason why. What are you trying to avoid with this alcohol? And what habits do you have in place that keep you from thinking positively, that keep you from having a positive frame of mind, right? Keep you from feeling full inside already, that you don't need to avoid anything. So with stuttering, it's not the stutter itself. That's why speech fluency techniques don't work. It's everything around you that is forming you into the person you are right now. That's making you hide. That's making you repress. That's making you not be your true authentic self. That's making you avoid words. All those habits you have in place, maybe it's video games, maybe it's just going into interactions with the wrong mindset. Whatever it is, these habits you have that have been built over time and time again because you have viewed this interaction wrong and wrong again. You have formed this wrong mindset time and time again. So now you are in this state of wrong mindset. So how can a 3-day course change your life if you've been stuttering in the wrong mindset for 20, 30 years? It can't. It needs time and consistency to overcome it. So yes, a 3-day course might work if there is a consistency package after it, sure. But you need consistency to overcome your stutter. You cannot overcome your stutter without consistency. It's not a magic pill. It's not just a mindset shift. It is a habitual shift. You have to change your habits. You have to know what habits you have to change. You have to know what habits to change them into. So if the program doesn't talk about any of this, how are you going to improve your life? Because your stutter, like I said, it's not your speech. It's everything else around your speech. So if it doesn't change everything else around, like your life, your lifestyle, what you're thinking, what you're doing on the daily basis, how are you going to overcome your stutter? Like I said, you're going to go 1 month. This is awesome because you're on this high of the program. 2 months. Oh, this is still pretty good. I feel pretty good. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. If you do not have a consistent layout, a consistent path to follow that has been proven time and time again, that this path, if you follow it to your critiquing, you will overcome your stutter and you won't relapse again. Most programs don't have that. Why? Because they want your fucking business. That's why speech language pathologists, they get paid for the hour. They get paid for the hour. Are they gonna cure your stutter in 1 hour? Nah, let's take the 26 sessions and let's not even cure it then. Join a program that has a consistent layout of even after you graduate. Even after you graduate, you will know the path to take. There will be no questions like, should I do this? No, you have learned it in the program because for the amount of weeks or the amount of months you have been in the program, it has been drilled into your brain that this is what you have to do. This is what you have to avoid. And if you don't do this, these are the results, the pain And if you do this, this is what you get. And if this has been drilled into your brain time and time again, this will just become your new identity. You're a type of person that does good things for their speech. You're a type of person that works in the authenticity just based off pure habit now, because it has been drilled into your brain. But if it is not a habit already, by the time you leave the program, how would you ever allow it to become a habit if you've been having these bad habits for 20, 30 years and you have no accountability to hold you accountable? What's going to win? 20, 30 years of strong cemented habits in your life for a 3-day course that says do this? Okay. No, that doesn't make any sense. All right. So the two main things to avoid are quick programs, 3 days, couple weeks, and quick programs, and two, if they focus on speech fluency techniques, or if they focus on fluency at all. All right. Avoid these like the plague. There still might be some gray zones, but these are the two main ones that I have learned. All right. And also, my arm is getting so tired, but also I just want to conclude this, that if you are looking, if you resonated with what I said and you want a program that does have the consistency, that does drill in the consistent habits for you to follow, so that you're not lost when you graduate, but you're like, holy fuck, I know what to do. This isn't random to me. I don't have to guess. There's a layout that's been shown time and time again that it works. And it's not speech fluency techniques at all. It's all about authenticity, because I know the main pain point. I've been there. I stuttered so badly just a few years ago, and I know the main pain points. I know it's not being your true self. I know it's when you're in a group of people and not being able to say the words you want to say, not being able to crack the jokes. But if you do crack a joke, you're going to stutter on the punchline, which will ruin the whole joke, which will ruin your whole night because all the judgment you will get. I know it's just hiding and not being able to rise to your full potential, because you have so much potential in you. You have so much hidden potential in you. And if you do not rise to the greatness you can be, you're gonna have so many regrets when you're on your deathbed, or in 2 days, when you look back and think, what if I did this? What if I changed my life? What if I became the best version of myself? What if I stopped caring if I stuttered? What if those thoughts in my brain finally got dissolved of, oh, but you stutter, oh, don't join this conversation, but you stutter? What if it's now, oh, I don't give a fuck if I stutter. I'm just gonna be authentic, and you're happy with that. You don't get the emotional pain from stuttering anymore. What if your life is like that? What would it look like? It'd be pretty fucking amazing. So, if you are interested, comment down below or DM me on Instagram at CGStutter, and we will see if we can work together.